Hello everyone in YouTube land, Nintendo fanboy 07 back here as always. Alright, I haven't made a video in quite some time, a couple weeks. I was just kind of struggling on what to talk about and what, just stuff to talk about that I'm interested in, Really when I get back in the groove of this. There's some stuff going on and I'm going to get caught up on it, but I think the first thing, I got a suggestion of a video idea, and it was the Mortal Kombat movie review, and I was going to do it actually when I first saw it. Saw it twice, obviously on HBO Max, it's where you can see it. I think some movie theaters were playing it, but yeah, it came out, when was it? Something like mid-April or something like that. I don't remember when it came out. Just a few weeks ago, so not that long ago. Some people are still talking about it, some people are not. Kind of came and went, whatever, Just like, there you go. But no, a lot of people were talking about it. Even people that are, I think even some like talk show people were talking about it, which is really weird to hear that, talking about Mortal Kombat or anything gaming related, But yeah, I think some movie theaters are playing it. It would have been cool to see it on, in the theater, but you saw it, it's great, But after watching it, I guess, yeah, it's my review. Like I said, I was planning on doing it, I just didn't, I don't know why, I don't know. I was gonna do it, but now I'm doing it now. But after watching it, glad I didn't see it in theaters. I would have been kind of mad. Not that it was a bad movie or anything like that. It was okay. It was serviceable. It was fine. It did what, it needed to do, I guess, for the franchise, But at the same time, comparing it to the games and the first movie at least. I know a lot of people don't like Mortal Kombat Annihilation because, for a lot of reasons, I'm very nostalgic for that movie. I don't know why everyone has a bad movie from their childhood, Everyone has those movies where it's like, that is so bad, but I love it. I don't know why. Even movies that are just so bad they're not good. There's movies that are really bad that are like, you enjoy them because they're so bad. They're movies that are just like, that's bad. It's not even just funny. It's just terrible. But yeah, I love Mortal Kombat Annihilation, but I'm just only comparing it to the first movie and obviously the games, So where do you start? Okay, the movie had its good moments and it had its like, why did you do that? Why did you decide to do that? Why did you decide not to have them in the movie? Why did you decide to... it's just kind of weird, I guess. It's just creative decisions, I guess it's just really weird. Doesn't make any sense. Obviously Johnny Cage, that's the biggest glaring flaw. I guess if you want to call it a flaw, a creative decision, whatever. No Johnny Cage in the movie. No Katana. Obviously, you wouldn't have Shao Kahn. Maybe too early. I guess you could have. I don't know. I mean, the first movie didn't have Shao Kahn in it. The teaser at the end of the first movie, I think that was Shao Kahn, right? It didn't look like Shao Kahn at the end of the first movie. Anyways, but this whole reboot, this new one, they're teasing another one, obviously, at the end of the first movie, or end of this one, 2021 movie, that, yeah, Johnny Cage is coming. Spoiler. I'll put the spoilers in the description, don't worry. So read the description, there's spoilers, so. But yeah, they're teasing Johnny Cage to come into the next movie, but I don't know why you want to tease Johnny. Here, that's the thing though, it's like Johnny Cage and Katana and all these characters are staples of the series. They're main characters, just like Liu Kang and Sonya and Jax. Raiden, I mean, you had all those characters in there, but it's like, nope, let's don't have Johnny Cage or Katana in there, because they didn't want a white guy to be in the movie, even though they had Kano, he's a white guy, but whatever. He's Australian, but whatever. He's a white guy, you have him in there. You have Sonya, she's white. I don't get it, I don't understand, it doesn't make any sense. I know, no Katana, no tournament, really, not like an actual tournament like the first movie, and, like this whole series has so much lore and so much going for it, for a fighting game franchise. Usually fighting game series are just kind of whatever. You choose your character and you fight. These characters don't have a history, or it doesn't have to. Not every game or any fighting series has to have lore. I guess Street Fighter does a little bit, but it's not interesting at all. You're just like, okay, whatever. No, I don't know. Tekken really. I don't know if Tekken really has a fighting. I don't care personally too much for Tekken or Street Fighter. They're just not my type of fighting games. Especially Tekken. I'd rather play Street Fighter over than Tekken. But anyways, but Mortal Kombat just feels great. The fatalities, it's just awesome. I just love it. I love the lore. I love the story. I love the characters. I love the way they look. It's awesome. But the movie kind of it has no tournament. It has some lore there, but it just kind of like, it feels like it's checking boxes. Like, okay, we have Shang Tsung, we have this, we have that. The story's weak. The story's weak in this movie. That's the main problem with this movie. There's nothing. It's just no rhyme or reason. You know what I mean? I guess, I don't know. The only positives I can say about this movie is that the effects are good in some parts. The gore is really nice. You know, it's really good, bloody, what it's supposed to be. It's R-rated. That's fine. I just feel like it's lacking in a lot of things, and it felt underwhelming in some parts. I know some people that are probably not really fans, maybe have played Mortal Kombat, you know, here and there, that would watch the movie and be like, that was cool, fantasy, action, whatever. But other than that, it was just kind of, it wasn't terrible. Like, it's far from terrible. I don't know what I would give it out of 10. That's what I would usually do it, right? 10. So I'd probably give it like a 6 or 7. It's good. It's not great. It's not amazing. It's not a masterpiece, because that's what 10 is, masterpiece. 7 is good. 6 is above average, I guess, whatever. It's, you know, mediocre. I wouldn't call it, I wouldn't go as far as calling it mediocre. It was just kind of just there, you know what I mean? There's so many gripes. Like I said, no Johnny Cage, no Katana. Then you have this main character, Cole, who just kind of just appears in the movie, you know, and it's not bad. The games introduce new characters, so why can't the movies? So that's fine. I get that point. But he's just a boring character. He's like, he's here. He has the symbol, the tattoo on his whatever. It's like, And his powers, again, spoilers. He's like some armor or whatever, and something. It's just at the end of the movie, he's fighting fucking Goro, and Goro dies in a really terrible way. Worse than the first movie. At least the first movie, he put up a fight. You know, like the first time you saw him, you put up a fight. He killed that guy. Was it Johnny Cage's friend? I forgot his name. Then Johnny Cage obviously killed him. You know, I think he did, right? Could have survived it, the fall, right? The whole line about those are $500 sunglasses. I remember that. That was funny. But yeah, like this movie, yeah, he kills Goro. It's just a dumb. I guess. I mean, you have to have gore in a Mortal Kombat movie. You have to have blood and gore. But I feel like them killing Goro was just a reason to have gore for the sake of it in that scene, just to kill him. I guess he could have survived into the next movie, or at least done something. I think he was just there to be there. Like I said, some things, not all, but some things were check boxes. Like, wait, we have this, we have this, and this, and this. The way one of my biggest gripes in this movie is the way they introduce some of the characters, like Liu Kang. Or I should start. Sonya and Kano's introduction was like, okay, it's just Sonya and Kano. Kano's back there. He's in the chair. He's a threat. Obviously, he's dangerous. And Sonya and Kano obviously have whatever. You know, they're always fighting. They're arch enemies, whatever you want to call it. She's always after him. That's from the first movie, and even the story and the stories and the games and all that stuff. You know, and the actual source material. But yeah, and Liu Kang's like just walking, and okay, we have Liu Kang, and that big shot of all of them standing there. It's like, okay, Liu Kang's here. It's like, okay, what? He's like the main character of the. He is literally the main character of Mortal Kombat. It's Liu Kang. You know, it's like, what the fuck? Here's Liu Kang. He's with us. Okay. Just a strange thing. I might have to watch the movie again. I watched it, like I said, I watched it twice. I don't know if I said that, but yeah, I should watch it again. It was fine. It has, the music is great. I'm not gonna lie, the music is awesome. The soundtrack is great. It fits Mortal Kombat. It's not rap. What do they advertise the last Mortal Kombat game with, like rap or something? That doesn't fit Mortal Kombat at all. It's like techno, a little bit of metal, a little bit of like industrial metal. You know, like that's Mortal Kombat. But this right here was like techno, and like the last credit scene, you know, it's really cool. Like that, the soundtrack is really good. Like I said, the effects are okay. It doesn't feel like a big budget movie, like a Marvel movie or Star Wars, where you're like, holy shit, like this is, they put effort into this. They put effort into Mortal Kombat, but it just feels maybe like a straight to video movie, or maybe even like a straight to like Netflix type stuff or whatever like that. Not that those are bad, but those are fine. Straight to streaming service movies are fine, but it just feels, you know, I don't know, half-assed in some parts. I don't know. I don't mean to be a total critic. I guess I am being a critic, obviously, but it just felt like it was there. Like I said, the way they introduced the characters just feel like that was half-assed. You're just like, okay, whatever. Kano was obviously the best part because he's Kano. You know, he's like the humor in the movie. It's like the first movie too. It just felt. I feel like the first movie was more darker. You know, it's a lot more darker. He was darker in this too, but it just felt like my first movie was more whatever. So, I feel like the actress that played Sonya was okay. Liu Kang was, like I said, it was okay. It's not memorable though. It's not memorable. That's the problem too with this movie. It's not memorable. Raiden, the actor that played Raiden, Kung Lao was okay. I think Sonya was probably one of my favorites in this movie. Sonya, the actress that plays Sonya, I think her look was great. She was intense in some parts. How Sonya should be, especially when she's fighting. You know, she has that scream, which you actually saw her powers in the movie too, which is really, really cool. You saw all the characters' powers. I feel like they all touched up on that really well. That part was really a positive. I'm trying to think, what else? Yeah, I mean, the biggest problem is probably no Johnny Cage and Kitana. I'm just trying to think of anything else that I like or don't like. I don't know. But yeah, overall, it was okay. It was okay. Not fine. I should say not fine. Okay. I guess it's like a 6 or a 7. I don't know what to put. Maybe a 6.5. I don't know. I would probably put it at a 6. I would probably put it at a 6 actually. The more I think about it, I'm not gonna go any lower than that because it's not super terrible, you know. So it's serviceable. I hope the Resident Evil movie is not as bad as this. The reboot Resident Evil movie is not as bad as this because they're going toward, you know, back to the Spencer Mansion, and I'm not gonna get off topic, but in Resident Evil 2 they're making like that. It's like almost like doing 2 games in one movie. So when it comes to video game movies, I think they're improving, but they're not like at that point where comic book movies are, you know. But anyways, yeah. You know, if you're a fan of Mortal Kombat, you know, the games like I am, and I'm sure you are, you'll probably might like it. Maybe you might not. You might be in the middle like I am. I'm just like, yeah, it was fine. It was just there. It was just there. It's not memorable. Oh, one thing I gotta remember to talk about. There's so much. The other villains. I gotta talk about the villains. Like Cabal. Cabal was actually pretty cool. Those scenes seeing Cabal was like, okay, we're in the Mortal Kombat. It feels like seeing Cabal talk to Kano, like, it was really cool seeing that. Like, you're like, holy crap, it feels like you're really in the Mortal Kombat universe. I don't remember the character with the big, wait, did he have a hammer? No, there was that other character with wings. I don't remember her. I forgot her name. I'm not too familiar with her. I know she's like she's in Mortal Kombat Armageddon or Deadly Alliance or Deception. I don't remember. I think she was in Armageddon, I'm not sure. But yeah, Cabal was really fucking cool. The actor that played Shang Tsung was okay. He was actually pretty good. Yeah, Cabal was really awesome. I already talked about Kung Lao and Sonya and Liu Kang and all that stuff. Yeah, all the characters did their parts, but yeah, I think Sonya, even Cabal was only on the screen for a little bit, but it was really good. Like, he had potential. You're like, okay, this is kind of cool. His look, his voice, like, it was really good, really cool. And Sonya, Kano, and Cabal. Raiden was obviously forgettable. So was Liu Kang. So, but anyways, yeah, it was an okay movie. I think it was 6. I'm sticking with the 6. So, peace out. More random videos coming soon. What do you think about the Mortal Kombat movie? Anyways, peace out. More random videos coming soon, I promise. Later. Bye.